Hi there, it's Roy Breton here. Today I'm doing a review on the Predator 38 RX petrol EFI stump grinder. Now I've had this 5 years now and it's done 1700 hours since new. I had it brand new. I've been the only one who uses it, and let me go through the well, let's just run through it. But basically it's been a good machine. So start at the cutter head. I've had one set of bearings on here. I can't remember how many hours they've done, maybe 1,000, I'm not sure. But what I found with bearings, you never quite know how long they're going to last. I think it all depends what you pick up, what gets wrapped around the seals and what have you. But so far these have done, I don't know, probably about 700 hours on these bearings, I guess. And then coming back here, I reckon the bouts on the side here last a good, probably the last lot of bouts from this pulley to the end here lasted about 500 hours, which isn't too bad. I do keep them tensioned, which I do believe helps a lot. The bouts in here, these are the original bouts, and just recently I had these bearings go under here. I'll try and put a picture up on the on this video after I've edited it to show the bearings. There's 4 bearings that run along here, and they literally went at 1700 hours. And the bearings were, I think they were about £61 each, so times 4, so that's about £224, something like that. And then the labour to fit them, which wasn't too bad, so a fairly easy job. These bearings apparently are only greased every 1,000 hours, which I find hard to believe, whereas the bearings at the front here, I just, every morning before I go out, I just give a couple of pumps. I've been warned about over greasing, otherwise you can just push the seals out, and so far so good, seems to have worked. Coming back around here, the engine, haven't done a lot to that. I change the oil every 100 hours. And I think for what and the oil filter as well. So I think it's worth it. Better to put oil in rather than wear metal. Coming around this side, let me grab something. I've had this pump replaced, like a lift pump. That probably went about 200 hours ago. So probably at about 1,500 hours. That was a straightforward fit. Took it over to the engine place that I use. They had one in stock and they fitted it there and then for me. I also had this charger go, which you can see fits inside the flywheel. Now apparently, I don't know if you can see, but it's just what happened. Dirt built up in here, and it just started to wear the charging unit and stopped it charging. So rather than charging, I think at 30 amps, it was charging like 3 amps. So I was after a few hours work, I was losing power. But that, once again, that was a fairly straightforward replacement. I did ask the dealer if it's worth cleaning this out, which I probably meant to. But he said, time you paid us to do that, then you may as well just wait until the charging unit goes, because it's going to cost money to take the cover off and what have you. So that's what I've done, and that are really the only problems, issues that I've had with the machine. So it's been pretty good for 1,700 hours. It doesn't have the easiest of life, a stump grinder. My biggest probable gripe is the fact, for example, up here, all the paint's coming off here. Now, I keep it in the dry, but it is on an open trailer, and in the winter we get the salt, and it just the salt just eats it. You can see like here. I would sooner pay a bit more money to have the paint work finished properly, because it looks like it's almost been bashed about. It hasn't been bashed about at all. It's just like rust coming through, like up here. You can't really knock the machine there, or hardly, but it's just the paint just came off. Apparently it's a powder coating paint, which doesn't seem very good to my mind, especially when the salt hits it. If you look at the back door where the salt's not in the direct line, it's almost like new. So but anyway, too late now. That's how it is. But overall, if you're thinking about Predator, this machine's done me well, and I believe it's still got a few hours left in it. The engine still sounds absolutely fine, still seems to have plenty of power, and everything works as it should, which is great. So if you'd like to leave a comment, please feel free to leave a comment in the YouTube comments section, and thanks very much for watching.